But City Police Department is investigating after a business was robbed at gunpoint last night.
Just before 8 o'clock, police responded to a business on West Main Street for a report of a robbery that had just taken place. Officers spoke with witnesses who said a man entered the business, showed a handgun, and demanded money.
The suspect also allegedly assaulted an employee before fleeing the business. Witnesses described the suspect as a heavy-set man wearing all dark clothing and a face covering.
Anyone with any information should contact police or leave an anonymous tip by texting the letters RCPD and the information to 847411.
A Watertown child is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries, and 2 adults are charged with child abuse.
30-year-old Taylor Merkel and 25-year-old Devon Walton are both scheduled to appear at the Cottington County Courthouse today. A police report says Merkel brought the child to the hospital over the weekend for flu-like symptoms.
During the appointment, medical staff discovered that bruising and other injuries the adults couldn't explain. They later discovered internal injuries, and the child was sent to Sioux Falls for treatment.
Police interviewed multiple people who believed Walton had abused the child on multiple occasions.
According to court papers, she also faces charges because she allegedly downplayed the abuse to others and did not report it to police.
A Spink County deputy is in the hospital with serious injuries after being hit by a minivan.
Authorities say the deputy stopped to help a person in the ditch on Highway 20, 4 miles east of Millette, Wednesday morning.
He was outside his vehicle when he was struck. The deputy's injuries are not life-threatening.
At this point, the Highway Patrol has not said whether the driver was or will be ticketed.
Let's get a check of your weather now. Some folks getting some snow and chilly out there. What's the latest, Brian?
Well, we're continuing to follow that this morning. A couple of scattered showers in northeastern South Dakota fall into form of light snow showers from time to time in and around Webster, as that trend will continue throughout the day. Even a chance that a couple of those showers will move into central South Dakota. You see the chances for precipitation range anywhere from 20% in Pierre up to 60% in Marshall, 60% in Sisseton and Ortonville. So we are expecting scattered showers across mainly eastern Kettleland for this morning, extending into the afternoon. Brian will have more details on your forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Well, kids from the School for Early Childhood Education went to the Good Samaritan Society on Marion Road yesterday.
The residents lined the hallway and handed out candy during this annual trick-or-treating event. There were plenty of hungry princesses and dragons to feed.
We just have a really good partnership here, and it brings smiles to the grandmas and grandpas, and it brings smiles to the children. So we're just happy to do it.
The daycare is about 2 blocks away from the retirement community, so the partnership has grown over the past 12 years.
Newborns at Sanford Health won't be missing out on celebrating Halloween today. Babies in the hospital's NICU were fitted with costumes on Thursday.
The costumes were created by students at Lincoln High School.
And the interesting thing about that is that these Lincoln High School students, some of them were in our Sanford NICU. So they have provided these costumes, and we were really appreciative of that.
Parents say the costumes help relieve the stresses of having their babies in the hospital for a long period of time.
Well, a lot of kids will be mapping out their routes to go trick-or-treating tonight.
One house that's probably more popular than others is Rock Nelson's place in the McKinnon Park neighborhood. For 12 years, he's been handing out cotton candy.
Cars will be lined up on both sides of the street for real, as far as you can see, north and south.
Nelson expects to hand out over 1,000 cotton candies tonight, but he says he's ready.
If you'd like the address, we posted it under this story here on KELOLAND.com.
Well, that is a look at some of our top stories this morning.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
Okay, and some weather to consider for trick-or-treaters tonight. We've got a kind of a compact system, an upper-level low-pressure center moving in from central and northern North Dakota. Right there it is, west of Fargo, and that's going to be dropping south into Kettleland today. So it picks up our clouds, the wind, and every once in a while a little bit of rain or even a few flakes of snow, as we've demonstrated early this morning around Webster. I still think the vast majority of this, though, is just some light rain, and of course anything that does fall in terms of snowflakes melts pretty quickly, doesn't it? But it's just a little reminder of how the seasons are changing. You can see their positioning at 12 o'clock. Temperatures, upper 30s, low 40s, East River. And then the wind, of course, makes it feel colder than that. There's still plenty of those freckles on radar at 3 o'clock. And in fact, by 6 and right there during trick-or-treat time around Sioux Falls, we do anticipate there will be a few scattered showers and maybe a few snowflakes that could whiz by. Not impossible to see that. In fact, it actually gets a little more likely that that could occur here by late this evening. But overall, this system pretty minor. It's going to move out too. We've got some clouds left over Saturday morning. Keep in mind where it clears out, it's going to be plenty chilly tomorrow morning in western South Dakota, with a hard freeze expected, and then we'll jump into some 40s and 50s on Saturday. Seasonably cool. I still think Sunday, that's when we're going to jump on temperatures back into the 50s and 60s, pretty common. So that's going to feel pretty nice getting into early next week. All right, here's a look at the wind forecast. You can see the numbers there today, definitely picking up across most of our regions, so consider that. 43 today in Mitchell, 41 our high in Brookings. 7-day forecast, here we go next week. 50s and low 60s are likely, and I expect that that's going to be a widespread trend for us. Aberdeen, too, in the upper 50s to low 60s. So really a pretty tame start to November. No major storms. Looks like it'll be above normal. Pierre could jump to 65 on Sunday. Rapid City, 68 degrees on Sunday. When it cools back, not for long, even 67 now on Tuesday. Check out more at KENDALLAND.com.